Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever episode of Black Raw Paranormal's movie reviews. Today our first review is on the new Goosebumps movie. Basically, it's just a massive part of my childhood. I've watched every single episode of Goosebumps. Just absolute awesome for its time. Anyway, yeah. So I watched it last night. Basically, it surprised me really. The thing with this is it's got its good points and its bad points. The good points are obviously the effects are good. Just there's some comical moments in there, but it's not as gritty as the original Goosebumps was. Uh, and they kind of changed a couple of monsters a little bit. Uh, there's a couple of monsters in the movie that weren't even in the episodes. Obviously, this is a movie, I know that, but the good thing is though, there is a couple of monsters that I do recognise. Slappy was in there, the doll. The little, obviously you can see on the picture that the gnomes are in there as well. Obviously the lead role was Jack Black portraying R.S. Stein, who wrote all the books. So yeah, all in all, I'd give it a good 6, 7 out of 10. Uh, the effects were good. The movie was all right. I mean, for it for its to for its time, obviously the effects were just amazing. But if I'm honest with you, it could have been better, a lot better. But it was all right. It was good enough to watch. Because I think obviously when they were making the movie, they wanted Goosebumps to target all audiences instead of just one. Uh, but yeah, it wasn't as gritty or as spooky as the original, seasons that they did. But all in all, it was okay. Uh, it's one of those movies for me where I watch it once and then that'll be it. I think because it just lacked a little something. But they did have some comedic parts in there as well. Um, Obviously, it starts off a little slow, and then obviously it gradually gets into it, and then boom, it's straight in there with obviously the main plot to the film. But all in all, I did enjoy it. To be fair, if you haven't seen it yet, then I recommend that you do. If you used to be a Goosebumps fan like myself, uh, one thing that did disappoint me a little bit was the original track for Goosebumps. The original introduction wasn't there. It was just a basic introduction, and then obviously the title came up, Goosebumps, and it went back to its old self where it went like green slime. So I'm glad they added that little bit in there. But all in all, it was a good film. It's not what I expected it to be. How the monsters came about in the film, but it's quite clever how they've done that really. But anyway, that's my take on it. So if you haven't seen it, go and see it, and obviously leave a comment in the bottom um, if you want to know anything or if you've seen it and what you think about it, your own opinion. But thank you very much for watching. This has been the first ever movie review from Black Rock Paranormal, and hopefully we'll see you and we'll do some more of these movie reviews. Thank you very much, and subscribe. Thank you.